I got you stuck. Got you stuck off the real. The realness.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all can read what it says. Arlington shrouds race and gender from cemetery website. I woke up this morning and I saw this and I was like, wow, how low can they go? I mean, this is just low if you ask me. Arlington National Cemetery, the final resting place of presidents, generals, Medal of Honor recipients, and more than 400,000 service members and their families, has purged its website of material focused on Black, Hispanic, and female troops buried there. Officials confirmed yesterday. It doesn't make sense to me, but yet people was actually saying that Donald Trump is actually doing a good thing by taking this out, by taking race, gender, and basically everything out. The purge was a response to President Donald Trump's executive order to remove materials related to DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion from government website. Arlington officials say Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth later issued an order to remove materials highlighting race, gender as part of a Pentagon digital content refresh. However, Arlington's officials also say material could be restored and after review and possible revision to meet the requirements of Trump and Hegseth's orders. Now, do y'all actually believe that they're going to restore some of those pictures? They're going to restore pictures showing that Black men and women, Hispanic men and women, or women in general are in a place, or better yet, a place of power? Do y'all actually believe that? If you believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I'm ready to sell you. This is probably the most disrespectful thing that I've seen Donald Trump do up to now, except for when he said that the Presidential Citation Award means more to people than somebody receiving the Congressional Medal of Honor. This man has no respect for the military. None. The man that refused to go to Vietnam by saying that he had bone spurs and couldn't serve this great nation. But yet, he's out here showing the disrespect that he has for this country. I can understand this, ladies and gentlemen. I can understand if you say that, hey, I want to take DEI out of the federal buildings. I want people to get promoted on their merit. Okay, fine. But these men and women buried at Arlington National Cemetery, some gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. They should be represented in that way. There should be a representation for women. There should be a representation for Black men and women, for Hispanic men and women, so that people who may desire to join the military can say to themselves, I want to be like so-and-so who gave their life in defense of this country. This is the whitening of America. And I don't understand it. The whitening of America, this is what Make America Great Again actually stand for. We don't want nobody else to know somebody else did anything but white men. That's what it boils down to. And I know a lot of people are going to say, man, why are you making it about race? I'm not making it about race. They are. They're making it about race and gender. We all know that everything is not equal. We all know that we all don't play on a level playing field. The only time we play on a level playing field if we both have money. But if one person has money, the other person don't, it's not a level game playing field. It's not. It's not. This is what Arlington said, one of their spokespersons. They said that we remain committed to sharing the stories of military service and sacrifice to the nation with transparency and professionalism, while continuing to engage with our community in a manner that reflects our core value, a statement from Arlington official read. Changes to the website were first brought to light this week in Civil War Memory, a newsletter published on the Substack social media site by historian Kevin Levin. Among some of the changes were modules dealing with the Civil War, African American history, and women history. Before January, the website included lists of prominent black people and famous women buried at Arlington. While the individual graves still turn up on website searches, lists grouping the dead by race or gender do not. The webpage cited notable graves have such section, including one for African Americans. The link to the list has been taken down. Yeah, let's take that down. We don't want nobody to know about them. We don't want nobody to know that they were black. We don't want nobody to know that they were women. Oh, we don't want nobody to know they were Hispanic. No, they're just Americans. That's what they want what it to say. Because the average Americans think that this country is built for white men and white men only. It's a fact. I know some people are not going to agree with me, but y'all know it's true. I know it's true. These are some famous black men and women buried at Arlington Cemetery. Famous black Americans buried at Arlington include Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, the first Supreme Court Justice that was black. Secretary of State and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Colin Powell, champion boxer Joe Louis, assassinated civil rights activist Medgar Evers, and several Tuskegee Airmen, the first group of black combat pilots in World War II. Bad enough, they want to take them out of the history book. Bad enough, they don't want them teaching this in schools. Oh, we don't want nobody to know that these black Americans actually did something great. And it's not just the military. It's black Americans in general. We don't want, no, we're not going to teach that part of history. No. But yet they leave the people that look like them in there, though. Oh, we could talk about him. Oh, we could talk about them. But they're not going to talk about the women, though. Oh, no, they didn't do anything. Only white men in America did something great. Only white men in America served this country with distinguish. So those are people that we need to be talking about. The web page on women history has been taken down, which featured more than a dozen women, including First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and World War II combat photographer Marguerite Higgins. Yeah, and now I believe that's it. That, this is taken from the Stars and Stripes web page. But this is just something that I don't understand. Being a military vet myself, served 23 years in the Army, retired. Family members served, retired. Family members actually died for this great nation. And now, basically, they are trying to erase them so that people don't know that there was a certain race or gender, or their gender, that is. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. Like I said one time before, I understand that you want everybody to be graded on the same level. But we all know that it's not. These men, the Tuskegee Airmen, when they thought that black men couldn't fly a plane, when they thought they didn't have the intelligence to fly a plane, but didn't lose one bomber in World War II. General Colin Powell, one of the great heroes. You don't want them to know that he was black. Thurgood Marshall, the first Supreme Court Justice. You don't want African American kids to know that they come from a history like that. And I'm speaking about African Americans because that's where I represent. The same thing could be said about the great Hispanic leaders, the great women leaders, white, Hispanic, black. But yet this administration is going out their way to make sure that only people being recognized is white men. I said it. And that is what make America great again actually means. He wants to put the white man back in power where they belong at. And I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but look yourself in the mirror and tell me it's not true. So let me know that in the comments what you thought about what I just said. The man on the street wants to know.